same hospital as Blue Ivy.
Well, the weekend obviously is in full swing, and so is the NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. On the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you very much. Jaren Jackson Jr. is continuing in his father's NBA footsteps. Asked about that influence, Jaren said, just his heart for the game and tenacity. You have to be able to shoot and play defense because you don't want to be a liability. At the end of the day, my dad did all of that, and he won a ring. Kevin Jaren Jr. wants that last part, too.
I can see why, DA, and I think he's well on his way. Thank you for that one. And here at the midway point of the season, the perfect time to check out the rookie rankings. Who will be the NBA Rookie of the Year? Some great young players. You look at Williams. He's got some work to do in order to get into that conversation, I think, but there are plenty of games left for him to make his mark.
And he doesn't have far to go to break into that top 10, but it's probably unrealistic to think he'll be a factor in the race for the Rookie of the Year.
You're right, has a number of guys ahead of him on the list. We're already halfway through the season. He need a monster second half just to be in the discussion.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. The pairing up front, Hachimura and Bryant. In the backcourt, it's Dinwiddie and Beal. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. And for Memphis, Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Morant is out there with the Anthony Melton. And it's Brooks in at the 3. With COVID shortening the season and the schedule being tinkered with, Steve, do you think the NBA will make permanent changes to the season schedule?
No, I don't think so. I think the length of games will go back to normal. I do think they might have a mid-season tournament. There's been talk of that, but so far, I think the games will reduce just because of COVID. It should go back to normal.
Now, here's Melton. Following the miss by Ja Morant. 4 on the clock. Melton passes to Jackson. That 3 off the mark. Pass to Beal. Now here is Hachimura. Guarded by Morant. Passes it to Melton. Back to Morant. About 1 minute into the first quarter. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Look how Ja just glides through the contact. He's such a nimble player.
Beal dishes to Dinwiddie. Beal with a screen on Morant. Inside, here's Bryant. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Clock at 6. No good that time, and the Wizards now going the other way. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
You know, I love what the coaches did tonight. They pushed the right buttons time and time again.
Now here's Morant. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go. Beal against Jackson. Back to Melton. Rebounded by the Wizards.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And after suffering that knee injury in the bubble back in 2020, Jackson worked his way back, Steve.
That's always one of the toughest parts of the game, dealing with serious injury when you're young. They're hoping he can remain healthy because he's a foundational piece moving forward.
So it's the Grizzlies now. Morant outside. Here's Jackson. Count it.
This is what I like about Ja Morant. He stays open to all options. Right there finds the open man.
And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Washington Wizards, trailing by 2. Pass to Dinwiddie. the pass to Hachimura. 6 on the shot clock. Bryant with a screen for Beal. Over to the wing. Bryant trying to free himself up. Dinwiddie's shot is off. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's Morant, and the basket is good. Morant's got his second basket of the game.
Okay, check out the handles of Ja Morant. Wow, what a crafty player.
Pass to Beal. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
First team foul.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Grizzlies?
They're doing a great job defensively down low. They've already racked up a lot of blocks. They've established an intimidation factor early in this one.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
First one falls for him. When talking about Bradley Beal, Greg, we're not just talking about one of the league's elite shooters. We're talking about one of the league's elite scorers.
And if you don't hear Beal mentioned in the same breath as some other NBA superstars, you should. He's capable of putting up a 50-piece on any given night. This is no specialist. This is an absolute superstar.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Passes it to Jackson. Up and in on the way. Jackson's got his second basket of the night.
So active inside, and with that big frame, Jackson has no trouble finishing through contact.
And Anthony Melton picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Bryant finds Kuzma. The Wizards working the ball around now. Dinwiddie outside. They set the pick.
This is what Steven Adams is known for. A fantastic defensive player with terrific instincts.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Pass to Dinwiddie. Shoots over Melton. And Dinwiddie with the basket on the assist from Beal. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Adams with the screen on Dinwiddie. Here's Morant. Outside for Jackson. Shot clock at 6. The pass to Melton. Shoots over Beal. Melton, no good.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Dinwiddie passes to Beal. He takes it in, and the rejection by Jackson. Count that one.
Man, that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
It's time for defense.
starters here for the Grizzlies. Tillman, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Anderson comes in for Jackson. And it's Bain in for DeAnthony Melton. And then for Washington, Daniel Gafford's checked in for Thomas Bryant. Harrell comes in for Rui Hachimura. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Dinwiddie. For Memphis, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Morant drives in. And the rejection by Gafford. Here's Kuzma. A miss that time would have put him up. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
You know what happens? You start to miss a few. You develop a lack of confidence, and suddenly it becomes contagious.
Now here's Beal. Boy, was he something else against the Clippers. Can't hit the step-back jump shot.
And at a certain point, you just have to look to someone else to score for you.
Anderson, a screen on Beal. Now here's Morant. This game he had 28 points. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
He has elite athleticism, makes John Morant a threat on the glass, and you know he can finish.
Beal with it. Guarded now by Anderson. And Beal kicks to Caldwell-Pope. Here's Harrell. The teardrop falls in.
What a great shot. This is why Harrell shoots over 60% for his career.
Brooks against Kuzma. Brooks misses. Washington shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Kept alive. Second shot opportunity. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
One of several late first-round steals in the 2017 draft, Kuzma has a higher ceiling than many scouts anticipated.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Well, Smitty, he is a self-professed gym rat. For Kyle Kuzma, hoops was his ticket out of Flint, Michigan to make a better life, and he's done that.
He has, overcoming the odds. Wasn't the most touted prospect, a late first-round pick, but dreams do come true, and he's not done yet, Kevin.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And you know what, Smitty? He knows his role. Kyle Kuzma's not shy getting up shots.
Kevin, he does not lack confidence. If the shot's there, he's going to take it. He's capable of filling it up at all 3 levels.
And here is Beal following John Morant's 3. Beal dishes to Caldwell-Pope. Pass to Bertans. They get the rebound. Gafford, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Kuzma against Anderson. And the rejection by Gafford. Kuzma against Anderson. For the screen on Morant. Beal the pass to Gafford. Down low. And he makes good on the layup. Gafford's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Great dime from Kuzma there, assessing the situation and making the right play.
Anderson, a screen on Beal. Here's Morant. And the rejection by Gafford. And that one, good. Washington has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Beal deciding where to go with it. Anderson against Kuzma. Caldwell-Pope outside. Just 5 on the clock. Berton's a screen. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive, and it's denied.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Williams, he's checked in for Tillman. And a change for the Wizards. Hachimura is checked in. .109 left here in the opening quarter. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Anderson finds Morant. And the call on the shot, it sends him to the line.
And coming out of high school, Ja Morant said he was a no-star recruit. One reason he may have been overlooked was his small-town upbringing, growing up in Dalzell, South Carolina.
That's good from Morant.
The upside Ja Morant has is exciting. An explosive young talent with an outstanding work ethic.
Culver's checked in for the Grizzlies. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Dinwiddie is checked in for Beal. Both shots good from the stripe. 58 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Caldwell Pope passes to Dinwiddie. Caldwell Pope with a screen for Dinwiddie. Passes to Gafford. Back to Dinwiddie. 6 to shoot. And there's the drive. The shot's good from Gafford. Gafford's got it all tied up now for Washington.
That's outstanding decision-making there to change his shot and find an open teammate for an easy basket.
Morant outside. Memphis moving it around. Culver passes to Bain. And here's Culver. Over Bertans. A nice shot by Culver. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
And for me, guys, this is an area that Culver should utilize more often, showing off that incredible feel with the jumper.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game.
Grizzlies, D'Anthony Melton.
Here's Dinwiddie. 2 on the clock.
A beast defensively. Clark's reach and high motor is what makes him effective at blocking shots.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. We'll return shortly. Well, Bradley Beal has 4 brothers who played football. So, how did he settle on basketball?
Mom said in high school, whoever would recruit me first, basketball, football is what we stuck with. So, it was basketball.
Simple. And it seems like it worked out for him.
No question. And his mother coached him up. So, some all-around sports talent in the Beal family.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. They've got Jackson. Brooks is out there with D'Anthony Melton. Then it's Culver, and it's Williams at the 4-man position.
more good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Clippers. To the paint. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by Brooks. Williams has got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Grizzlies. That's to Harrell. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Shot clock at 5. Here he goes. Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Harrell. And Greg, you had a lot of success playing in college and the NBA, but what was the most fun you ever had playing with a team?
That's a tough call, Kevin. I mean, winning tends to be the most fun, so I'd have to probably say my UNLV team, but we had some great teams with the Knicks, and don't forget about my Blazers. They were also a really competitive team.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. No points in the game yet for him. Dinwiddie attacking.
And Dinwiddie with some big shoes to fill. Steps into the vacancy. Westbrook left with the Wizards. Washington targeted Dinwiddie early in free agency.
It's his first trip to the line. And the first one drops. Adams, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Anderson comes in for Culver. And then for Washington, Thomas Bryant comes in for Daniel Gafford. And Beal subbed in for Caldwell Pope. That one drops. He ties it up. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Brooks outside. Anderson, a screen on Beal. Here's Brooks. Tries yet again. And the rejection by Harrell. Now here's Beal. Tight defense on him. Beal with a screen for Dinwiddie. There's a screen by Bryant. Now here's Dinwiddie. He's guarded by Melton. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 2 now for the Wizards. Brooks against Beal. Jackson setting the pick here for Brooks. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harrell.
He's light on his feet. Montrezl gets himself into position and makes a play on the ball.
Ja Morant, he's checked in for DeAnthony Melton. And a switcher also for Washington. Kuzma's checked in. Anderson outside, beyond the arc. Dinwiddie with the rebound. Wizards have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. There's the pass to Bryant. Brooks against Beal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Adams, some nice D.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
And Adams sends it back.
Look at Adams using all of his impressive reach, firmly swatting that shot away.
Offensive rebound. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Brooks against Beal. Brooks kicks to Morant. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Right wing. Dinwiddie against Anderson. Over Harrell. Off the left rim and out. And here are the Wizards now. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks in Milwaukee. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Hangs in the air. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Getting hit on the way up, the ability to finish in traffic might be Harrell's strongest attribute offensively.
Back to Morant. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish it.
So timeout called here, the first for the Wizards.
And the intensity Steven Adams brings onto the court with him is obvious. Doesn't let the game come to him. He wants to dictate tempo.
And Greg, that's a quality that served him well. He had a lot to prove when he came into this league. He had to be assertive early on. That attitude has never left him. He still is an intimidator.
All right, look who's coming up in court. Come on and get back for your Grizzlies.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Tillman, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Brandon Clark comes in for Jaren Jackson. And it's Bane in for Dylan Brooks. Bertanis, he's checked in for Washington. Dinwiddie outside. And the foul called on Brandon Clark.
Brandon Clark.
That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. Kuzma against Anderson. Pocket 6. Bryant with a screen on Anderson.
The way Anderson defends you, he understands angles and does a good job of timing the contest.
It's deflected, and so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Memphis moving that ball around. Tillman passes to Anderson. 5 to shoot. The 3 from Morant. Rebound, Washington. Kuzma's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Bertanis. And that one is off. Some solid defense from Clark. Pass to Anderson. Clark outside. Morant surveying the D. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. And he uses the glass on the layup. Morant's got 19 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Beal, the pass to Dinwiddie. From 7. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
That's a good opportunity, but he needs to go up a little stronger, in my opinion.
Here's Morant. And he lays it straight in. And it's a 4-point Memphis lead.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
Dinwiddie outside. To the middle. They could use a bucket. And Bryant with the lay-in. Bryant's got 6.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Morant against Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie with some nice D. The Wizards shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here. Offensive rebound, Bryant. Payne for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Payne's got the lead up to 5 now for the Grizzlies.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Hey man, who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise. All right, look who's coming up to the court. Come on and get back to your Grizzlies.
And Memphis making a change here. Williams has checked in. Then for the Wizards, Daniel Gafford's checked in for Bryant. Hachimura comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Dinwiddie. Here's Beal. He carries a very heavy load for him offensively, averaging nearly 32 points a game. Caldwell Pope finds Beal. Grizzlies with the rebound. They went to Washington for their last meeting with the Wizards, and they came out with a win.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Great scoring output from that second unit. Such a luxury to have that extra ammunition.
And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Clark with a wide open look. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. And over his 4 years at TCU, Desmond Bane shooting 43% from long range. And Steve, he has not slowed down in the NBA.
The Grizzlies, can you believe, took him with the final pick of the first round in 2020. That's great value, getting a floor spacer with size that late.
There's Morant after the made shot from Bradley Beal. And the shot is good.
The quickness of Ja Morant is what makes his drives deadly. Where did he go?
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And here is Hachimura. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Clippers.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
Here's Morant following the bucket by the Wizards. Clark sets a screen for Morant. It doesn't go for him, and it's Washington the other way. It's Beal on the wing. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And this is what Beal does. He puts pressure on the defenders and makes them compromise when he does.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And he makes the first.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Culver comes in for Tillman. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for John Morant.
And quite simply, Beal is an all-NBA player in our league, a multi-dimensional guard who does many things well, especially scoring the ball.
Now, here's Melton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Shoots from 12. That's tipped. Bertans with the ball. There's Beal with the 3. That one doesn't go. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. We come back right after this.
With All-Star Weekend around the corner, let's see who's looking to bring down the rims at the dunk contest this year.
Watching highlights from this year, it's a preview of some of the dunks I think we'll see in the contest, adding in some props, of course. I hope they jump over you, Kenny.
But every year, the bar gets raised higher, and the guys do something we've never seen before. It's unbelievable.
Now, I know we want to talk about John Morant and the big things he was doing in that first half.
This is his game on the offensive end, putting up shot after shot, hitting at a great clip. The defense needs to wake up and put pressure on him, or he can run them out the gym.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Guys, John Morant has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Taking a look at the Wizards. In the backcourt, it's Dinwiddie and Beal. The pairing up front, Hachimura and Bryant. And it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward. Out to Brooks. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Hachimura. Hachimura grabs the miss. Wizards trail by 4. Pass to Dinwiddie. Back to Beal. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Bryant finds Dinwiddie. In a wide-open look for Hachimura. Oh, good with the triple. Memphis leading by 4.
Washington 5. Spencer Dinwiddie. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. Back to Melton. Jackson a screen on Beal. Clock is at 3. Driving the lane. Gets it to go. That one good for Melton.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Kicks it to Morant. And it's sent back by Bryant. And they'll keep possession. Jackson passes to Brooks. Jackson a screen on Beal. Another shot. And it's Memphis with another.
Yeah, you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Washington. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. And here's Brooks from outside. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
A big-time ISO player in college, Brooks has shown the ability to play off the ball at this level.
Dinwiddie finds Bryant. Here's Beal. To end the run. 2 points. That one goes. Beal's got 8.
And there's not an area on the floor where Beal can't do damage. He is a handful for any defense he goes up against.
Dinwiddie against Morant. Going inside. Rebound, Washington. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Kyle Anderson is checked in for the Grizzlies. And a switcher also for Washington. Harrell, he's checked in for Hachimura. 3 minutes gone now in the 3rd quarter. Timeout called the Grizzlies.
And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point guard moniker. This kid is fearless and he's hungry. He plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at the Grizzlies. Their season filled with ups and downs. 10th right now in the conference.
And for the Grizzlies, they've been strong at times this season, but they still have some holes. I think they're a playoff caliber team. I just don't think they're a championship caliber team.
This has been the thought all along. They have enough to compete night in and night out, but they're not taking 4 out of 7 from a top team in this league. No way.
Now here's Jackson. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got his 4th rebound in this one. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Good evening, Kevin. Now, the NBA does get high marks for its diversity, but there is some frustration on that front. Look at head coaches and front office positions. All-star Karl Anthony Towns said, men of color deserve a chance to lead a team, run an organization, and make their mark. Not just with a jersey on, but with a suit on. Guys?
Thank you, David. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Tillman's checked in, and a change for the Wizards. Caldwell Pope's checked in. And that one falls for Bryant. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Morant kicks to Melton. Pass to Jackson. And stolen by Harrell. Steps back. Dinwiddie against Jackson. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Now Harrell. He's got 6. 5 on the clock. Kuzma can't get it to go. And here comes the break. Morant with it. Picked up by Bryant. And finished off by Anderson.
Getting himself to the rim, Anderson continually finds ways to impact the game.
Dinwiddie dishes to Caldwell Pope. Loads it up there for Harrell. Hammers the alley-oop through.
If you start the alley-oop, Harrell can usually finish it. He's an explosive big man with good hands.
Dinwiddie against Morant. Driving inside. And finished off by Morant.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA? Especially when the slam is coming from the point guard.
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Harrell the pass to Caldwell Pope. That one drops for him.
And we're seeing a little more of this from KCP, working that in-between area, trying to improve his efficiency.
Now here's Morant. He's got 25. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Melton's got 5 points so far.
Whatever they did right in the first half defensively, we're not seeing it now.
Dinwiddie kicks to Bryant. Here's Harrell. He's got 8. The pass to Kuzma. Oh, drew the foul. Almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3. That's on Jaren Jackson. Breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
They've got a lot of second chance points because of the work they've put in on the glass. It's really helped them.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
And he's good on the first of 3. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Tillman. Culver comes in for Jackson. And it's Bane in for Morant. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Thomas Bryant. And he sinks the second. Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points. And the 21st pick in 2019. Smitty, how did Brandon Clark fall that far?
You know, a lot of times when you play 4 years in college, I don't know, for some reason they think something's wrong with that. He was still tinkering with that form on his jump shot, but you look at his productivity at Gonzaga, I'm not surprised how effective he's been in the pros.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
It's tipped to the left side wing. A shot by Culver, nobody around. Offline with his 3. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and see which teams have been the NBA's best in the rebounding department. 5th best, the Grizzlies.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Now here's Anderson. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Pass to Harrell. Back to Dinwiddie. Passes it to Caldwell Pope. Kuzma, right side. Yep, that one goes in there. Kuzma's got 5.
Solid at fighting through contact. I like how Kuzma accepts these challenges and converts.
Melton passes to Bing. Clark, a screen on Dinwiddie. 11 feet away. And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got the lead up to 11 now for the Grizzlies.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Caldwell Pope finds Dinwiddie. Kuzma outside to the inside. Here's Gafford. Poked away. Payne for 3, drains the three-pointer. 6 points for him.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Wizards trail by 14. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
All right, look who's coming up to the court. Come on and get back for your Grizzlies.
Some changes here for the Grizzlies. Williams, he's checked in for Anderson, and Brooks subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. Then for the Wizards, Bertanis, he's checked in for Harrell. Hachimura comes in for Kyle Kuzma, and Beal subbed in for Dinwiddie. To Caldwell Pope. Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Bradley Beal.
And it's clear how confident Beal is. The closer he gets, the more his eyes light up trying to score.
And the rejection by Gafford. Beal with it. Guarded now by Clark. The shot by Beal, no good.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
And there's the pass to Bing. Clark, a screen on Caldwell Pope. 6 on the shot clock. Culver goes back up. And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got 6 in the quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Caldwell Pope with the screen on Brooks. And Beal kicks to Hachimura. Berton sets the pick for Hachimura. And it's good off the back rim and in.
And a solid shooter from mid-range. Hachimura with textbook fundamentals.
Bain passes to Brooks. Clark sets a screen for Brooks. Lobbed up there for Clark. It's Clark with the jam.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Now here's Beal for the screen on Brooks. Beal against Brooks. Shoots from 14. Beal can't get it to go. And the Grizzlies leading by 14. Out to Brooks. Over Beal. Count that bucket. Brooks has got 7.
Muscling his way around the floor, Brooks able to absorb contact without it affecting the shot.
Here's Beal. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The guard pair, it's Morant and Brooks. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. And it's Williams at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Pass to Bertans. Outside, Beal. Shoots over Morant. The shot by Beal, no good. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. To the middle. And the slam by Williams.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. This is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
To the paint, here's Jackson. Good, a nice assist from Morant. 6 points for Jaren Jackson.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Beal dishes to Caldwell Pope. Positions aren't as easily defined, Smitty, as they used to be in the NBA. Most players have to play a number of roles now.
That's totally true, Kevin. The more versatile you are, the more valuable you are. Teams want guards who can crash the boards and big men who can dish it out.
Had a hand on it.
And that's a welcome sign for sure. Hachimura demonstrating a willingness to want to improve as a defender.
He kicks to Beal. Takes it off the glass.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Pass to Adams. Inside, out to Morant. From 11 feet away, rebound by the Wizards. Bryant's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Bertans. Stolen by Jackson. Williams with a clean look. And another miss by Memphis. Wizards trailed by 18. Caldwell Pope outside. Kicks it to Beal. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
And people thought Beal was just a shooter out of college, but he rounded out his game when he learned how to finish through contact.
Now here's Jackson. Back to Morant. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Just 5 to shoot. Hachimura grabs the miss. Hachimura's got 4 rebounds in this game. Stolen by Jackson. Over in the corner, Williams. And a miss there on the triple. Wizards trailed by 16. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Caldwell Pope against Brooks. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive and the rejection by Jackson. Now here's Morant. Brooks outside. Down low. Here's Jackson. They need this one, and the layup is up and in. And the Grizzlies lead by 18.
Boy, this is what a diverse skill set buys you. Jackson with so many options after corralling the miss.
Who wants a piece of it? All right, look who's coming up to the court. Come on and get that for your Grizzlies.
Changes here for the Grizzlies. Kyle Anderson comes in for Williams. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Brooks. Then for the Wizards, Harrell, he's checked in for Berchinis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Rui Hachimura. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Here is Bryant. Here now is Dinwiddie. Harrell a screen on Morant. Nifty move. And that one goes long. Memphis leading by 18. The pass to Melton. Now here's Jackson. Adams outside. Shot clock at 6. Spins. Here's Melton. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
And the rejection by Harrell. Morant against Beal. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Melton. And again, Memphis no good. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Now here's Bryant. Pass to Kuzma. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Wizards. On Tuesday, they'll take on Chris Middleton and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Wednesday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And for that game against Miami, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Shrewd decision on the shot by Morant. Goes into the defender to make sure he gets fouled.
At the line for Memphis, John Morant. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Good on both. And this August, the Summer League was back in Las Vegas, Greg, and that's where you're from, that's where you played. How pleased are you to see your hometown become a mecca for the game in the offseason?
Oh, it is such a proud moment for me, born and raised here, growing up here. And quite honestly, I'm just thrilled that we have Summer League again after what we've gone through, partner. It is just a breath of fresh air to get back to focusing on the little things.
At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, Greg, for those of us who have never played in the league, what's it like traveling all over the country over the course of a long regular season?
Come on, Kevin. I bet you had a nice J back in the day. But seriously, it's a whirlwind tour, man. Sometimes you don't even know what city you wake up in. And I can tell you there have been many times where I'm going back to the front desk complaining because my key didn't work, and only to find out I was using the wrong key.
Now here's Adams. He dishes it to Brooks. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
Hey, when you watch Dylan Brooks play, you know, he's got some sandpaper to his game. Not shy about trading elbows.
I love those guys. You need these guys to win in this league. Willing to take the defensive challenge and put their bodies on the line to get stops.
And that one falls for Brooks.
And you know, this team, they're still learning how to use Dylan Brooks. He's a little bit of a tweener in terms of size and athleticism.
Hachimura, he's checked in for the Wizards. And both free throws good for Brooks. Greg, playing most of your career in the 90s, the game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled, but what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. And I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow.
Now here's Brooks. Steven Adams unable to get his last shot to go. The kick out to Anderson. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists tonight.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Now here's Beal. Shoots over Melton. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got 6 rebounds in the game. Melton, no good.
And for his offense, This has just been a brutal period.
Dinwiddie passes to Harrell.
And coming up, Montrezl Harrell said he patterned his game after the All-Star Zach Randolph. Zebo was undersized on paper, but was strong as an ox and found angles to finish.
That's good from Harrell.
What I appreciate about Harrell is how hard he's worked on his skill set. The jumper, the post moves, and the passing.
And both free throws good for Harrell. And the Grizzlies leading by 21. Anderson a screen on Dinwiddie. Here's Morant. And it comes off the front of the rim. And like the great Zebo, Montrezl Harrell might be undersized on paper, but Craig, that 7'4" wingspan levels the playing court.
Not to mention his leaping ability. Harrell's more of a dunker, quite honestly, but he also displays that soft touch inside.
Clock at 4. Here's Dinwiddie. The Wizards with another miss.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
At the elbow, Adams. Back to Morant. And he elevates with a slam dunk. Montrezl Harrell did not like that.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Dinwiddie finds Kuzma. Harrell a screen on Brooks. Kuzma against Brooks. Kuzma outside. Over Brooks. Kuzma can't get it to go.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Grizzlies.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ja Morant.
You love to see this kind of leadership, directing traffic, keeping everyone happy. He was the straw that stirred the drink.
Now, here's Kuzma. Harrell kicks to Beal. Morant with it, picked up by Kuzma. Morant drives in, and the rejection by Harrell.
Memphis ball. Checking in for the Wizards.
– 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Clark with it. Melton passes to Bain. 6 to shoot. The dish to Clark. Over Harrell. The baseline J off the mark. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Jaron. A young team, but you're going in the right direction. How does a game like tonight help you keep that flow?
It's progress. Everything is progress. A win you can learn something from, a loss you can learn something from. So we're taking every little bit of it, and we're just happy to get one at home today.
It's a step in the process, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Ja Morant.